Do you got a lot of this guy, but want more of that guy? Are you getting a little tired of the villagers that reside on your island and want some more cool visitors to come your way? Well, good news, my friends, I've got the perfect video for you, as today we're talking all about those visitors, how to get them to your island, when they're gonna appear, what they bring, and what they eventually can offer down the road. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Welcome to my guide to the coolest visitors in Animal Crossing New Horizons and how to get them. This video is chock full of information, the timing, the dates, what they bring, their competitions, and more. So hit that like button if you enjoy the video and are having fun with Animal Crossing. Let me know in the comments down below who your favorite visitor is, or which one you want to come to your island most often. Is it Sahara with her rugs, or maybe CJ with his fishies, perhaps Gulliver with his tails, or KK Slider and his tunes? Yes, we're even talking KK in this video, but I'll save it for the end in case you don't want to see it yet. I love the visitors in Animal Crossing, and I hope that they bring more soon, because it's one of the most fun, spicy, fruitful things that happen in this game. There was a leak earlier about Red bringing his art gallery to the game. I hope it happens. I hope we get Brewster, but let's kick this list off with Kix. It only makes sense to start there. Now, before we get into any specifics, it's important you know that for majority of these visitors to show up, you gotta make progress through the beginning portions of the main quest. We're talking upgrading your resident services to a town hall and moving your Nook's Cranny from two boys and their uncle to their own true store. Yes, that annoying 30 resource quest where you gotta get 30 iron ore, which feels like a chore, but it's totally worth it, because then cool characters start descending upon your island and they don't even need a dodo code. My dude Kix, he's the one who carries the kicks and the bags. He brings shoes and bags to your resident services plaza roughly once a week. There's no definitive timetable for any of these dudes and dudettes, but it's roughly once a week, and he's gonna offer you a lot of socks, a lot of shoes, and bags. Now, some of these socks and shoes may eventually appear at the Able Sisters as they work through their daily rotation, but the bags can only be bought here. So honestly, his name should probably be Bags or Bagger. But it's Kix, and he's a really cool skunk that I adore. I'm a big sneakerhead. I got my Yeezys and my LeBrons and my Jordans. I love that stuff a lot. I kind of wish the shoe options were cooler in the game, but Kix will start showing up soon after Mabel shows up. And as you work your way towards your Able Sisters shop, Kix will continue to come and bring his wares. Unfortunately, he never gets his own shop. I wish there were more buildings in Animal Crossing, but nonetheless, he has a nice little stand installed here at Resident Services, and it should come to your island once a week. And his offerings, while not dramatically different, will cycle through and bring you different bags, shoes, socks, and tights. Huge note! You can visit other islands when their visitors have arrived. So if Kix is at your friend's, go check it out. You'll be able to purchase from Kix. He might have a different supply, and it's a great way to double up, triple up, quadruple up. I don't know how many friends you have, but if you coordinate, I'm sure you could get a different visitor every darn day of the week and see the same faces frequently, so long as you're willing to put miles on your dodo plane. It's a great way to experience what the visitors offer time and time again and not be restricted to waiting for them to arrive on your island. So remember that tip. Now, CJ is an absolutely awesome character that will start appearing after you complete those basic upgrades I mentioned before. He's a fantastic new addition to the Animal Crossing family and brings a bubbly personality. He's got his own blog and basically seems like the YouTuber of the AC world, but he's most known for his amazing fishing sensibilities. So he'll show up at any time of the day, usually around the water, and you can sell him your best catches for 1.5 times their normal price. You can also trade CJ 3 of any one type of fish for him to build a fish sculpture, or someone he knows will build the fish sculpture, and then you'll have a nice statue of your best catch, or even your cutest catch. I got a little seahorse. CJ will leave the following day at 5 a.m., so make sure you talk to him before he goes. But CJ also has more in store as the year progresses, because starting on April 11th, CJ is going to be bringing fishing tournaments to your island. It should be every second or third Saturday through certain months. It looks like the spring and the fall. He'll show up then at Resident Services and say, hey, you have till 6 p.m. to compete. He'll give you 3 minutes for 500 bells. Grab as many fish as you can. They'll instantly be teleported back to CJ's tackle box, earn points, and then trade those points in for a variety of fishy prizes. CJ will also buy the fish you caught during the tournament, so it's a double win. Now, your first entry is free. The rest are 500 bells, as I mentioned, and you can do this as many times as you want until 6 p.m. Then head back to CJ and cash those points in. The more fish you catch, the more points you get, but there's bonus points if you catch above a certain threshold, so really work fast, because you can earn things like a fish pochette, a fish cooler, a tackle bag, a fish print t-shirt, and a whole lot more. It is a very fun time, and you're gonna get to experience the first one this weekend. My main man, Flick. This better be a Bug's Life reference, because that movie is gold, and Flick can turn your bugs into gold by offering 1.5 times their value, just like CJ with the slippery creatures. Now, Flick will appear randomly after you complete Nook's Cranny and the residential services upgrade. He'll show up anywhere on the island all day long and stay, just like CJ, until 5 a.m. the following day. He can do the same sculpture ordeal as well, where you trade him 3, say, tarantulas, and he'll give you a tarantula statue that you can place ever so cleverly and scare some of your visitors into thinking that you've got a buggy surprise waiting for them. Plus, Flick is bringing the big news, the Bug Off. This used to be ran by Nat, but now it's run by Flick, and it shows up on very specific days. The first one is going to be June 27th in the Northern Hemisphere, followed by July 25th, August 22nd, and September 26th. There are very few dates, but it's a very fun competition. Again, like CJ's water splashing tournament, you get 3 minutes to catch as many bugs as you can, earn points the more bugs you catch. The more bugs you catch, the more bonus points you get, and then you can cash said points in with Flick. Your bugs are instantly transported back to his bug box. He'll sell them off, or you can store them for later, and then you get to cash in. It's like Chuck E. Cheese. Remember when you go to Chuck E. Cheese and turn all your tickets in for some goofy prize? Well, Flick's got on-point prizes, stuff like the artisanal bug case, the butterfly backpack, the toy centipede, the toy cockroach, the ladybug umbrella, the bug wand, the bug cage, and more. You'll want to get these things if you are a master with the net. The tournament runs from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., just like CJ's, and just like CJ's, your first entry is free. Every subsequent entry is 500 bells. You can run it as many times as you want until 6 p.m. And just as a side note, if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, your dates are going to be November 21st, December 19th, January 16th, and February 20th. So you got a long way to go. If you're down south, it's gonna be a whopping 7 months. So I hope you enjoy the footage, because the tournaments are super fun, and I hope that all of you can get in either on CJ's or Flick's, catching fish or catching bugs. It's 3 minutes of fantastic fun, and then you get some sweet prizes. I mean, how much better than that does it get? These are two of my very favorite visitors that can come to your island, and hopefully the past few minutes have shown you exactly why. Wisp is a nighttime wanderer. He appears only between 7 p.m. and 5 a.m. And again, you got to complete some of those basic requirements to get this guy to show up. When he does, he'll typically appear around trees, and he'll tell you that you scared him so bad that he disintegrated into 5 spirit particles. You got to go collect those particles, bring them back, return Wisp to his original glory, and then he'll grant you a mysterious gift. Now, I think of all the characters, Wisp's gifts might be the most disappointing, because he offers you something new or something expensive, and usually it doesn't work out that way. So neither of them really yield the most impressive of items. It's still a fun little side quest that can appear from time to time. Like I said, most of these guys are appearing randomly, but it's usually around once a week, give or take. Some take a little bit longer. I've seen people say that Flick is rarer than CJ. I've seen some people say, no, he's not. I've seen some people get Sahara twice in a week, not for a week and a half. So you just got to be patient, but know that they will roughly come about once a week. And if you do see Wisp, his quest is fun, even if his prize is nowhere near as rewarding as, say, CJ and Flick's buggy, fishy themed gear. I think it would have been really great if they had granted Wisp some exclusive recipes or furniture items, in the same way that Celeste is the purveyor of specific recipes and CJ and Flick have a very nice list of themed gear. Why not give Wisp something very ethereal or supernatural, spiritual even? It could have been a fun way to theme this character and make him a more lucrative visitor. I mean, he's very cute and very cuddly, and I feel so bad for scaring him when he should be scaring us. But Wisp is not my favorite visitor that can come to your island, unfortunately. We're about to talk KK Slider, so if you don't want to see what happens when you get KK on your island, feel free to skip this part, but KK comes after you achieve a 3-star island rating with Isabelle at Residential Services. You need to progress through all of Tom Nook's quests and then move your island up within the rankings to the point where it is a pretty competent, pretty cool island. At that point, KK will arrive, he'll say hello, and then he'll start showing up regularly. We're talking every single Saturday, or at least that's what I've read online. Although in my personal experience, KK Slider comes on Friday, so I'm not sure if I have the messed up game or if all of the people out there have the messed up game, or maybe it's a little bit of both. I'm not quite sure. They say Saturday, I've experienced Friday, but what is 100% consistent is that he'll start taking requests at 6 p.m. and you can request a specific type of mood, let him pick the song, or call one out by typing it in. And then KK rolls into his wonderful, amazing concert of musical talent and skill. The only thing that's weird about it, every single time you want to hear KK perform a very specific tune, the credits roll, and I don't know why. It's a little bit annoying, and you can't really skip through them, so you have to sit and watch the credits. KK will stay in your Residential Services town with the chairs set up throughout the day, and you can just sit there and enjoy his presence, but if you want to participate in his 6 p.m. concerts, you're gonna need to roll the credits, which seems like kind of an odd choice. Although I do love that he comes for concerts, I think timed events that you know are happening are honestly a little more fun. Yes, it's cool to wake up and say, oh my gosh, Sahara is here. But don't you like knowing that Daisy May comes on Sunday and KK comes on Saturday, Friday? I think to me, that makes me so gung-ho to wake up and know, okay, I gotta get to my island on Sunday morning so that Daisy May and I can do the stock market. I gotta get to my island at 6 p.m. because I just want to sit and chill with KK. I almost wish that CJ and Flick had more specific times where they appeared. Same with Kix. I do like some randomness, so I'm glad that characters do just appear and visitors show up as they please roughly once a week. And I guess Flick and CJ do have some rhyme and reason to them because you know when their bug off and fish off tournaments are gonna take place, but it's kind of nice to know and schedule out your Animal Crossing time. That's gonna do it for the video, my friends. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a big like and let me know in the comments down below who your favorite visitor is that's come to your island and why. Those are 5 of my favorites. We'll have to roll through the other half of the list next time, so stay tuned for that video. In the meantime, stay safe and stay healthy out there. Feel free to join our Discord server, Switch Strong, a great place to talk Animal Crossing, and like I said, visit other islands with visitors. Until next time, everybody, I love you a lot. Thanks for your support. SwitchForce out.